next day, back in the garage after work here. Joy, joy. So what I decided to do, instead of drop the tank, I know there's a lot of connectors on top of the tank that, you know, once they get old, they get brittle, and I just don't really want to take the chance of breaking any of those connectors, because that stuff kind of gets expensive up top on top of the tank. Like, you have to replace the lines all the way from the tank, you know, if you break them. So what I wanted, the diesel fuel that came out of it was pretty clean. So I mean, it's pretty clean. So what I'm thinking is, as you just seen, I put probably 3 more gallons of like clean diesel fuel. I just went and got, yes, it was diesel fuel, not gas. I forgot to grab a diesel tank from work today, so I just used a gas can I had laying around. I cleaned it out really good. So, yeah, I'm gonna run probably 3 more gallons through the fuel system and then see how clean it is. I don't know, I guess we'll see. If I can't get clean fuel out of it, then I'm gonna have to drop the tank. But I figured, you know, if I can clean the tank out this way, it'll be good enough. If I'm getting clean diesel out of it, obviously there's gonna be clean diesel going through the lines and everything. If I do get clean diesel out of it, then I'll replace the fuel filters, and then I'll put a bunch of fresh new diesel in it, so when we get the rest of this repair done, it's all ready to rock with clean fuel and clean filters. So, all right. One thing I did want to show you guys on these clips. One's already broken under here. Somebody was trying to mess with some stuff. So let's see if I can get this set in here. Right, so you guys can see. So here's these lines. Like, this one's broke already. Like I said, they get brittle. I think there's been a lot of people working on this truck, because like with that rounded off bolt and all that. So the way that these work, I've already had this off, so it's a lot easier. But so you pull up on that, then you press the line in, then you press down on this button, and then see if I can do it one-handed here. There it goes. See how that kind of works there? So, a little bit of diesel. Alright, so since you're already set up pretty good, I'm going to show you the way that I was doing this here. That's that. I'll be able to show you once it's right when I turn the key on. So see what kind of diesel fuel's coming out of this thing. I ran it completely out, so there's going to be a couple of air bubbles in it, I would assume. Man, that looks like some DEF coming out there. Almost. So, this is the last batch that came out. I don't know if that's DEF or what that is. It kind of stinks. Man, I just don't know what was going on with this truck. It's very confusing. It's like, hopefully all my diagnosing is right. So, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get this fan off up here. Start trying to get that CP4 pump off. So, we'll see how far I get tonight. It's been a heck of a day, so I'm gonna see if I can't get this fuel cleaned out at least. And we'll come back to it once I run some more fuel through it. So I was trying to get this fan off. I tried to use my air hammer. I've had good luck with that in the past, but this one's just on a little bit too tight for that. Another thing that you can do is, it's hard to see, but if you there's little holes in this pulley, and if you stick a bolt in there and then tie off with a chain or a cable or something, which I was trying to do, that's another way that you can hold that pulley, but it's just not working. So I might end up trying to get the right tool, just rent it tomorrow from like AutoZone or whatever. And yeah, I think we're finally getting clean diesel fuel out of the tank. So it's odd, I don't know if it's just the bucket that makes it look like this. I think it is, honestly, because I had the white bucket and it was bright red diesel fuel, and then as soon as I put it in this bucket, it was about that color, which is very odd. Because remember, it was bright red. So what I did is I poured the bright red stuff into this bucket, and this is what it looks like. Weird as that is, I don't know why it turns that color, but now that I got this white bucket, it looks to be orangish now, and that's the color that it is. That's what color green and red ends up being, is orange. So not a whole lot of content today because I'm gonna try to get the right tool, and then I'll really be able to start ripping and tearing once I can get that fan off of here. You know, that shouldn't be too hard of a process to get that injection pump changed out. And then other than that, the injector finally just sent today, so I'm gonna try to just replace that one injector, and then the lines on the turbo, and I think we'll try to fire this thing up, you know, just make sure everything's good. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make this a video today or if I'm gonna make a video for tomorrow too, two separate videos, but you guys will be able to tell, because this will either be the end of the video or it'll be the middle of the video. Have a good night, guys. See ya. Alright guys, so I didn't make a video yesterday, so this is just gonna be added onto the next video. Ugh, can't talk. Alright, so after yesterday, I drained the last, I just put 5 gallons of diesel. I ran it through all these lines, and it's coming out pretty clean now. I don't think I need to drop the tank anymore. Pretty confident with that. One thing I really wanted to get done today was get this fan off, and boy, was this one a bitch. My air hammer wouldn't do it just by itself because it was on there really good. And I got it off, as you can see. So I put there's little holes in this pulley, There's little holes in it. I was able to get I don't know what size bolt, whatever. I think just whatever is the next size above 1/4 inch for bolts is what I got. So what I did then was I hooked a ratchet strap around the bolt, and then I hooked it around the axle and cranked it down really hard. And I'm not kidding. When I was trying to get that off, it was actually compressing the suspension on the truck because the strap was pulling on the axle. Freaking snapped this strap, so I had to get the big boy out. And as you can see now, I got that one around the axle there and really tightened up, and I couldn't quite get it, so I have this huge wrench, crescent wrench. I put this on there, and then I took this bit that has like a little V mark on it on my air hammer, and I put it in here, and it came off. So I know you guys like my sound effects. So that's that. Got that off, and I think that's gonna be a video, because the next thing that I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna take tomorrow off, and I might not get to it till this weekend because work's getting really busy. So next thing I'm gonna do is take the fan off, this pulley, and then the vacuum pump off, and then that accesses the gear for the CP4 pump. I did get confirmation. I think my injector is going to be here. What is it? It's going to be here on Wednesday of this week, which is tomorrow. But my next video probably won't be till this weekend with everything else that I have going on. But I would guess in the next week. I would guess by next week at this time we're going to be trying to start this truck up, and hopefully that it's diagnosed right and it'll run, because then we can start doing stuff like I think the right rear brake needs to be messed with because it's stuck on. This here, this button's missing, and that pillar's missing, and it needs a new radio. So, and then I'm gonna clean it up really good. So that's the plan. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys again this week.